Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, Truth Nunez, and our spiritual council. Welcome, everybody. The name Julia is coming in. Welcome to this upcoming 7 days read, or what we call week or heptad. Keeping in mind, my darlings, that we are reading collective energy, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You are and forever will be the masters of your experiences, of what you will or what you will not into this creation. It's just an honor to be able to read energies for you and just channel some of that for you in. And let's get started right away. Thank you for being here. Thank you for co-creating this work. To the new subscribers, to our day ones, and to everybody in between. It means quite a bit for you to participate in this work, and I really love it. And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you do want a personal reading, thank you so much for your bookings, for your donations, for your contributions. You can find all of the information to how to book a private personal read in the description box below. I do couples reads. I do group reads as well. I've been asked about group readings, couples readings, family readings, business readings, career readings. You name it, I can channel it. So you can find all of the information in the description box below. I have had people comment in the comment section and ask about, details of certain readings. But if you follow the information in the description box, you'll be able to find more information and check out our website as well. We want to get started by honoring and thanking our spiritual council. I want to honor and thank my grandmama, Abuelita Gladys Nunez Maldonado. I also want to honor and thank my grandpapa, Abuelito Felix Antonio Nunez. I invite you to do the same. I do honor and thank your trusted ancestors, those that protect and love and guide you. The ancestral energy is very present. I had dreams about ancestral energy. You could be having dreams about either people from your past, from your childhood, people that you don't even talk to anymore, but they're symbols for, whether it be for deep connections, deep bonds, maybe ancestral energy coming up in your dreams as well. 'Tis the season, so we're going into spring, and they tend to show up around this time. I'm not that they're not always there, but it's like there are certain times of the year where the veil, it's like it's almost like a contraction, and then for some of you, somebody can be going into labor. It's almost like a contraction and then an expansion, and then a contraction and then an expansion and then a contraction and then an expansion, and it flows in different directions too, but it makes it for the veils to be a little bit thinner and a little bit more, especially with that full moon energy. We're still in the midst of the full moon energy, and that tends to linger, so that helps with the emotions and the energies to rise. So you could be having, things from your past. Maybe it's not your ancestors. Maybe for some of you, it's just, ghosts from your past. We did say that we were going into a season, and I am seeing it in the comment section. People are like, yeah, I just got a random message after years of not talking to this person, but 'tis the season. It's the energies that are as a collective, they're expressing themselves in different ways. And it just doesn't have to be, an ex. It could be, people from your past, like, a sibling you lost contact with, a cousin, a friend you lost contact with. And those energies are kind of coming up to heal. And for some of you, there's a very, very important meeting that's coming up to heal. I did a preliminary for you, but we'll explore that in a second. But all of these energies are present, and we want to honor them for whatever purpose they served in their life, in their life than in yours. Maybe for some of you, they were a little bit more self-serving when they were in your life. But for some of you, you had a very self-serving Sylvan, you had a very self-serving ancestor. I am getting that, and they're very proud of it too. But it's okay. And someone has something, carpal tunnel for someone has carpal tunnel. But it's all right. We honor these energies because they served us in one way or another, and we serve them in one way or another. It's an exchange, and so we honor them. And you can honor whatever religious force, whatever spiritual force. I see a lot of people honoring Jesus in the comment section, which I'm not not surprised. A lot of the world was, introduced to Christianity and Catholicism. Honor whatever you want. Honor Krishna, honor Buddha, honor for some of you, the Ottoman Empire, for some of you, an Ottoman. You like your Ottoman for some. But anyways, honor whatever you want. Honor your Ottoman if you'd like. No inner fight, my lovies. And if not, just take a moment of silence to be in silence with yourself. That's also more than enough. Let's get started, my lovies. The Ottoman Empire. Okay. And the dynasties. I'm getting dynasties. There was a time I was obsessed with looking up the different dynasties in China. China could be significant for some. Our top 3 countries are still our top 3 places that people view from. They view from the U.S. That one was kind of like, oh, that makes sense. From Canada and from the UK. Those are our top viewers come from the US, Canada, and the UK. We've shifted a little bit, so now 70% of our team. There are no teams. We're all in this together. But 70% of our subscribers are females and 30% are males. We were at almost 40% to 60%. Now we've skewed a little bit. Now we're at 70% females, 30% males. I'm still pretty impressed because men tend to, think more logically. Studies show that this stuff is not necessarily, this is more like it's kind of like like nursing type thing. Like nursing is a field that is like attributed to women, but in the past it's been, and it makes sense, right? Because the caretakers and the nurturers and the portals of life naturally would gravitate to something like that. But in the more recent years, you've seen like there's been more male nurses, more male teachers in female dominated, even clerks and secretaries. You see kind of like a dynamic shift happening in the energetic field. So I'm pretty impressed. Most of our watchers are between the ages of early 20s into between the ages of 30 and 40 and 40 and 50. Those are our major watchers, between 30s and 50s, which I like. I think that's a good thing. We do have some people in their 20s and then some people that are in their 60s and whatnot, and I like that too. I think that's a great thing. We have a good distribution, because I looked at it and I'm like, wow, that's a good distribution. For some reason there was a 18-year-old that snuck in, or very little. It says like 18 to whatever. It's like a very small category. But anyways, my lovies, I wanted to share this with you because Spirit wanted you to get this. You will have good luck in your personal affairs. You will have good luck in your personal affairs. It's a fortune cookie. I got it a few weeks ago. It was a while ago. You will have good luck in your personal affairs. You will have good luck in your personal affairs. You will have great luck in your personal affairs. Because the Emperor and the Empress wanted to show up for you. So whatever your situation, your intuition is telling you that something wonderful, someone can have something very beautiful planned for you, because someone's been planning something for a really long time. The last 2 years could be significant. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Even though a Gemini wanted to squeeze itself, as I was doing the preliminary for you, a Gemini wants to squeeze right in. So there's a Gemini who really wants to get in there. June could be significant. Julia could be significant. The name June could be significant for some. The name April as well. The name Tiana, something about Tahitian, but something about the Venetian. Las Vegas energy has been very present, my lovies. Who's going to Vegas? You going to Vegas, my lovies? Dang, my lovies. Get to it, my lovies. Let's do it. Win big. I hope you win big, my lovies. If you're feeling lucky. Fire signs: Sagittarius, Aries, and not a Scorpio, but a Scorpio wants to squeeze right into Sagittarius, Aries. People get that confused. Oftentimes they think Scorpio is a fire sign for some reason, but maybe it's because the scorpions and the desert and whatnot. But Sagittarius, Aries, and not a Capricorn, but a Capricorn wants to squeeze right in. Okay, fire signs: Sagittarius, Aries, and a Leo. A Leo wants to hide. This is the second time a Leo wants to hide. Something about Hyde Park for some. Los Angeles could be significant for some. I am getting Echo Park as well. And air signs: Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. For some of you could be dealing, but Libra was very present and Aries were very present. So a judicial procedure for some, and an emperor wants to show up in your field for some. A judicial procedure in a work procedure. Maybe you've been waiting on something more balanced at work. Maybe you've been waiting on something, again, a lot of people actually find their personal affairs. For some of you, you find your personal affairs to be work. This is you. I'm just channeling you. But this is true, and Andrew. But someone's been strategizing for a while. Maybe it is in a work situation. Maybe you've been strategizing or strategically planning something that has to do. Maybe for some of you, you're going into business with a partner, like with your actual like significant other. And his brother too, or her brother. But for others that does not apply to, someone's been strategizing on how to do something really nice for you. 1103, there's 11. 3, collaborate. Maybe it has to do with a collaboration, a cooperation, some type of training, some type of like big rollout. Something important is going to happen, very significant over the next few waves that you're riding, over the next few, weeks or so that you're riding, maybe right into Libra season, which would take us into September, but Aries season would take us into late March. Yeah, we're almost there. Right there, boom. An Aries could be significant for some. I am getting an Airhead. I'm seeing Airheads, the candies, Airheads Warriors, Airheads, the kind of sour candy. Something about Mandy. Something about Amanda. Something about Christiana or Christina. Something about Jeremy. This name Kayla has been very present for some, or Michaela. Something about Wolof. Wolof is coming in. Oh, yesterday, Satere Mawe. I got it mixed, my lovies. It's not from Ghana, but the Ghanaian was definitely present. It's actually from Brazil. Satere Mawe from Brazil. Brazil, not Brazil. Brazil. For some of you, Brazil. For some of you, bazooka. Brazil. For some of you, heavy artillery, because I am seeing I'm not seeing like a game like a bazooka. I'm seeing like rocket launchers. I'm seeing like grenade launchers. That's what I'm seeing. Spiritual and that's grenade launchers. That could be significant for some. Brazil, and it's curious because that ritual involves fire ants. And for anyone who has ever been bit by a fire ant, Jesus, especially a colony of them. It happened to me in the Dominican Republic, at the temple. My grandparents belonged to a church, and we were building a new temple, and we were out there, and I was standing on soil, and I didn't realize what was about to happen, but I think it was part of an initiation. I was on the phone actually with my mother. I was on the phone with my mother, and I wanted like a space where I can speak, because we were in a very crowded, it was at night, and we were in they had an event at the church, at the temple, and I'm like, okay, let me go over here so I can actually speak with her. And I stood on their entrance. I stood at their door pretty much, and they started crawling up my leg, and all of a sudden I started feeling like this fiery sensation, and I'm like, what is this feeling? And I had a whole bunch of fire ants crawling up my legs, biting me, and I'm like, I have to go. I hung up the phone. So I can only imagine how long because they have to do that for a while. It's an initiation that involves being bit by fire ants, and I'm guessing it's not just like a few minutes. I'm guessing it's for a while. Ferguson. There could be some type of an initiation for some, or someone went through some type of an initiation in Brazil. And I kept getting this song. Es mentiroso este hombre. Es mentiroso. Somebody could be a liar. A man who's a liar. The song's all about a man who's a liar. Or a woman. Take it how it resonates. Do, 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 do. You tired, my lovey? Somebody's tired. Someone didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I wonder what you were doing. Someone didn't get a lot of sleep last night. They're tired, my lovies. They don't want to say a peep. Se mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. 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 Se mi abuelito Félix Antonio Núñez. 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 To mamá Merced. To mamá Merced. To mamá Merced. To Shango. To Shango. To Shango. To Yemaya, to Yemaya, to Yemaya, to Papa Legba, to Papa Legba, to Papa Legba, to Elegua, to Elegua, to Elegua, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Ogun, to Ogun, to Ogun, to la Santa Muerte, to la Santa Muerte, to la Santa Muerte, to Archangel Michael, to Archangel Michael, to Archangel Michael, to Archangel Gabriel, to Archangel Gabriel, to Archangel Gabriel, to Archangel Raphael, to Archangel Raphael, to Archangel Raphael, to Archangel Uriel, to Archangel Uriel, to Archangel Uriel, to the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? In love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and justice, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and mercy, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and judgment. What is up? What is up? What is up? Hot stuff. How's it flowing? 1734. How's it going? What's poppin'? What's cracking? We're reading for my darlings. Reading for my darlings. Reading for my darlings. It is true. We're reading for you. That Neptunian energy's been very present. The king of the seas. Because the Kraken was present. The Kraken energy. Just the king of the bodies of water. Neptune energy's been very present. I am also getting Zeus. I am seeing Zeus. Zeus wants to come in. Zoot. Someone speaks French. Zoot. But we're reading for you, my lovies. You know that it's true. We're reading for you. We're reading for the next week or so that you're writing, but technically we're reading for whatever spirit needs us to read for. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We're reading for Sunday the 25th into the heptad that ends March the 2nd. Saturn's Day. So all of that is wrapped in 27-9 energy, and then that's technically 11. Oh my gosh, 911 energy. We got 11 energy ruling this heptad. A new portal. Oh, fudge sickle sticks. But a new portal is opening up for you, a new pathway. For some of you, 11 energy is ascension energy. 11 energy opens you up and it initiates you. Jesus, initiations. For some of you, you could be going through some times. You can be going through some time. You can be going through some tums. And for some of you, going through Timothy. Or Timothy's involved in a situation, or a Timothy is important to you. And so is a Joseph. And so is a Carlos for some, or Carlo. And Carly too. And Carlisle. But we are reading for a party. For some of you, a party. Some type of ritual or some type of party or some type of initiation process. For some of you, 11 energy is all about a new pathway, a new portal. It's an 11. It's an ascension energy. It invites you to take a new path in a situation. And for some of you, that's maybe just what you may be doing. With that 27 energy after 9. So 9, ending of a situation. September 11th could be very significant for some, or September is going to be very significant, and 11 is going to be, again, we have that 27 energy. Someone could have really lied in a legal procedure, though. For some of you, there could have been a procedure, and September is going to be super important because someone could have really lied or goofed. Someone likes to use the word goofed. They goofed and they did something silly and something about Billy and something about Anne, and something about Ruth Ann, but Annie for some, and a mammy for some of your grandmas involved in a situation. But someone could have really done something in a legal procedure that you're gonna have to revisit, and it's gonna last through September. But we have, again, the 27 energy, so 9 energy. We have some type of an ending. For some reason, I'm second guessing it. I'm second guessing the ending, because technically, because this heptad starts on the 25th, so it's 7 energy. Jesus. But with that 2 energy at the end, it's 9/11. Jeez Louise, my lovies. But the 27 is going to be very significant for some. I am also getting the number 3. I'm getting the number 5. Someone could be 35. I'm also getting 1953 for some. I'm getting the number 53. That could be significant for some, which is technically 8. So a legal procedure, and Spirit's going to ask you to have strength through some type of procedure. The Tower was very present as well in the preliminary. So something's definitely going to shock you, but maybe you already had an intuition because it was in the upright. 2112 and mirroring in an opposite direction. Maybe you were already kind of aware, or you had some type of something about symphony. You were something about Cynthia. You had some type of a inclination. For some of you, there was an inclination. For some of you, le penchant. Somebody has a crush on somebody, or some type of interest, a romantic interest. But you were worse. For some of you, you were worse in what you did. Okay. For some of you, it's like someone did something, but you did something worse. I don't know. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We're getting a few different energies, but there are definitely legal procedures in the field. For some of you with that 8 energy, that also wants to show over this heptad, being cautious with driving, because 8 energy brings in all types of, insurance claims, little boo-boos, big boo-boos. It could even bring in an accident, so just being cautious with that. Certainly, we have a sister, a friend, or a daughter here, so we're opening up with a sister, a friend, or a daughter. The Queen of Hearts is a sister, a friend, or a daughter in the 32. Certainly, you have news from a sister, from your friend, from a daughter, from a well-meaning female. Ooh, there are blocks, so something is definitely being blocked out. Ooh, there's definitely an ending of pretending, or a death. Ooh, and money. So for some of you, when the 9 of spades and the 8 of spades are like this together, this means there was some type of a death. There's some type of an ending of a contract. You can hear, your sister can tell you, this resignation energy has been very present. So for some of you, someone could be getting something about an indemnization. Someone can be getting some type of fund after an ending of a contract. And this is for a sister, or for a daughter, or for a friend, or for a female that can support you through this, a well-meaning female. There's going to be some type of an ending of a contract. For some of you, there's going to be some type of separation, or someone can tell you that they had a divorce or a breakup. Somebody's going through, a sister, a daughter, or a friend, or a well-meaning female around you can be going through some type of divorce or a breakup, and they'll be talking to you about that. This person is going to receive some type of money because of this that's due to her. Certainly you'd have some type of an ending of a contract. For others, you have a block in a contract when it comes to money. You could be waiting on money, but right now it's blocked. You may need to, go to a well-meaning female, or there's going to be a well-meaning female that's going to support you. Something about Kona, coffee. The name Coffee could be significant for some. I am getting the name Daniel or Danielle. Something's spoiled. Something is spoiled, my lovies. Being cautious with what you eat. Something is spoiled. A white Tesla for some. Oh, we got gang stalker energy. My love. He's 24, 21. Definitely the signature. For some of you, could be ending a contract to start something new right away. For some of you, you could be ending a work situation to jump into something else. For some of you, you're signing a new contract. There's an Ace of Spades. For some of you, there's some type of an arrangement, an agreement. Maybe it's also a verbal contract. For some of you, you are agreeing to something. For some of you, you could be agreeing to, if you are dating someone, you could be agreeing to take something to the next level. For some of you, I am getting that. Something about Melvin, something about metal, something about meddling, something about Machiavelli. For some of you, take everything that's coming in and process it, because I'm like, Machiavellian, why? But eight of spades. Okay, for some of you, there's a worry, there's physical or psychological pains. We did see in the preliminary, this energy's been present. Jack of spades with the 8 of spades. People that are willing to harm you, try to do something to get you caught up in some way. People that 8 of spades to the Jack of spades are people that are willing to do something or put procedures in place to really harm you. It could be a sabotage in a contract for some people that are willing to sabotage you in a contract. People that want to build some type of case unjustly against you, and in whatever way that means to you. But for some of you, there could be a fallout of a contract because of that, because of people that want to harm you. The way that is making me want to cover here, for some of you, you may want to, like, it's like you're going to be a little, it's like you're not shocked, but you're kind of shocked. Just because of the audacity of certain people. Maybe for some of you, someone's going to try to sabotage you in some way. The Jack of Spades and the 8 of Spades is also people that are willing to do like some type of ritual work on you, negative manipulation of energy to harm you in some way. Voodoo, cuckoo, hoo-hoo, whatever you want to call it. Negative manipulation of energy. It could be curse work. They could be lying on you. It could be libeling and slandering. Or it could be more serious and actually like some type of conscious ritual work that they're doing. But for some of you, it's all tied to contracts, soul contracts. I'm getting don't trust them and don't save them. Someone wants you to save them, or there's going to be an incident where someone's going to like act like they want to be saved or they need to be saved. Don't save them. Don't save them. It's a setup. Ace of Spades energy. Oh, it's a setup. And I was seeing a female, because I was seeing that, you know, the song I was getting, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. I want to be saved. Someone's going to pretend like they need some type of rescuing. This is like, I'm getting a like very like in an accident or drowning. Like, because in that video, they show a female drowning in the middle of the ocean. Someone could be like pretending, but in reality, something about release, something about lease, something about Lisa, something about Reese, something about Charisse. It's like in that video, something about Nisha, something about Shaquisha or Cheyenne, Shakina, something like that. In that video, she's pretending like she's drowning, but in reality she's actually in the middle of the ocean and a guy is underwater giving her, like, eating her out. For some of you, like, someone could pretend like, I'm getting something funky, I'm getting almost like someone's out late at night and they're gonna pretend like something happened, like, oh, you know, it's 2-3 a.m. and what happened was, this is karma for somebody. Don't be too mad, my lovies, because what I'm getting, oh my gosh, I'm getting, Spirit wants someone to remember you did this to somebody else. This is how it's coming in, my lovies. I'm just a reader. I'm getting like someone that's going to pretend like they were, like, they're going to set up a scenario where they're out late at night because they really want to go F around with somebody else. And they're going to pretend like, oh, you know, I went through this horrible thing, you know. They may even ask you to go pick them up after, like, or they're going to tell you like there was a disaster, blah, blah, blah. But Spirit's saying don't save them. They don't want to be saved. This person is going to, male, female, take it how it resonates. It is coming in as a Queen of Diamonds, which is a female who doesn't have your best interest in mind. This person can tell you like, can you help me, because I need to like get like I need to like get my car out of a situation, or I need to like, someone's gonna be out but they were doing something scandalous. They're not gonna tell you the scandalous thing they were doing that got them caught up. And for some of you, you've done this to somebody else. I'm seeing a man in my mind's eye, but take it how it resonates. Anyways, a lot of lies in a situation. Queen of Diamonds, a female who doesn't have your best interest in mind. Certainly this person does not have your best interest in mind, and you're gonna end something with this person. Maybe after this, for some of you, this is gonna turn you off. If this is a friend, this is gonna turn you off. For some of you, I am feeling very strongly like this is like someone you're sexually involved, but this person's sexually loose. And for some of you, goose. And for some of you, a goose egg. This was a goose egg. For some of you, this person wants to reconcile. You're not going to reconcile with this person. This person is a messy person. But for some of you, there is a female, a bad female. She's coming in as a bad bitch. Why? She could have a daughter who's also a bad bitch. This is gonna come in, and this is what she's training her daughter for. But for some of you, for some of you, someone's training her daughter to be a whore. This is how it's coming in. I'm just a messenger. It's kind of, we're all humans. We get developed in one way or another. Anyways, for some of you, your brother has something to do with this too. You have an ending of a contract here with this female. For some of you, you have an ending of a contract with a female. For some of you, you have an ending of a contract because of a female, but you have something new lined up anyway. For some of you, you could be working with a female that you're like, this isn't going to work out. This isn't going to work out. This person does not have my best interest in mind. And you want to cancel this, or you want to cancel. For some of you, want to cancel a subscription. For some of you, want to cancel a membership. Anyways. With this person that pretends to be a friend. There could be a few females involved, a femur. Here we go with this femur energy. And Felicia for some. Queen of Hearts energy. You have a sister, a friend, or a daughter, or there were a bunch of females in a contract. For some of you, I would be cautious. But for some of you, you do have a well-meaning female that you're signing a contract with. This is someone that could be actually new to you for some. Or there's a well-meaning female that could help you in a situation. This noose energy has been very present. I've been trying to ignore it over the last couple of days, but a noose is kind of like, for some of you, someone could be having Suda 3111. Okay, I'm getting summa cum laude. So for some of you, summa cum laude. And for others, I am getting pseudosciences. And then for others, I am getting suicidal ideation. Someone's having, it's almost like, being cautious with the programming you watch, my lovies, because I have noticed, again, I pay attention to, as the subscribers come in, I pay attention to how the algorithm changes and what they, recommend based on who's coming in. And for some of you, there are a lot of videos about violence, like either people killing others or killing themselves or taking out their families, or, just being cautious with that, my lovies. I wouldn't watch too much of that. Just because it's like, I almost feel like someone's projecting suicidal thoughts. This is what it feels like. Like, it's like the thoughts don't belong to somebody, and it's almost like coming from an external force. It could be what you're watching. It could be someone around you, or for some of you, the company you keep. If you hang around with people long enough that are thugs, I'm not saying you're going to become a thug, but I'm saying, that could rub off on you. Same thing goes if you hang around with Prime investing. Prime, for some of you, Prime, the juice, and for some of you, you want to invest in the company Prime or something like that is coming in for some. But like, it's like if you hang around with a bunch of like group investors or angel investors, it's gonna rub off on you. Something's gonna rub off on you. Same thing goes like for people that are always watching like things about suicide or killing others. It's like I'm not saying that you're gonna go do something. I'm saying that maybe it'll influence a little bit how you look at reality. I'm not saying you're gonna go and run and do anything. I'm saying that maybe changing up the programming, maybe, I don't know, going out in nature and watching more, I don't know, the trees or the birds, or just to kind of release some of that, because somebody's like, I'm seeing like a noose, spirit showing us like a noose hanging. Like, I don't think anybody's in this field is going to do anything. I just think more it's like, they're persistent thoughts because of what someone's reinforcing based on what they're watching, based on even maybe the conversations that they had. This is the type of person that can easily like joke a lot about like killing or murdering, or, or even maybe thinking of these things a little too much, and just kind of letting that thought go I think somebody really needs to, Spirit's trying to get it out of somebody's system, because it's like it's really affecting somebody, to be quite frank. This could be a sister for some, this could be a daughter, this could be a friend. Not too far from where you live, you're gonna go see a daughter, a sister, or a friend, or a well-meaning female. Oh, you got your father here too, or a well-meaning man. For some of you, your significant other can have a child outside of your union. For some of you, your dad and your sister want to do something with you. You could be doing stuff with your family. For some of you, you could be going over to the family home. Ace of Hearts energy is the couple, is the home, is the family. If this a couple, is the home, is the family. For some of you, anger when it comes to the couple, anger when it comes to the home, anger when it comes to the family, because there are changes. For some of you, there could be changes in the family. There could be changes, again, an hour or so travel from where you are. For some of you, there could be changes when it comes to a home situation, a family situation. You could be worried about, I'm getting like strong projections. I'm getting strong like projections, like a lot of projections. For some of you, you could be feeling responsible for the anger in a family. Like you could be feeling like strong like projections. I'm getting like strong projections. It's kind of ridiculous actually. Hold on, please. It's like projecting anger, projecting frustration, projecting. It could be a family member for some, or this could have to do, for some of you, you could have a family member who's really worried about a house situation. For some of you, your siblings could be worried about a grandpa, or you could be worried about a pa or a dad. You could be worried about where your dad's gonna stay for some reason, you and your sibling. It's like I have to settle into it. For some of you, your dad may be going to stay with your sister for a while, or your sister may be going to stay with your dad for a while. And of course, they leave. It's the projections. It's the projections. It has to do with projecting something. What is this? This is kind of important. It's frustrated energy, frustrating energy. Six of Wands, being supported by a community, but being seen for something. Success when it comes to a situation, or victory, not necessarily success, but victory. But I am also getting the Six of Pentacles in the Thoth Tarot, so there could be a successful giving of something. Maybe for some of you, you have to get something from a father, or you have to give something to a father or a well-meaning man. When it comes to this house situation, a Four of Wands. For some of you, if you are the caretaker of your father, or if you're the caretaker of an elder gentleman, this is what it's feeling like. And it's like you have to divide the responsibilities, because the Six of Pentacles is success through sharing, the success through, it's like it takes a village type of energy. For some of you, you may have a well-meaning man who needs to, again, travel an hour or so away from where you are to stay with your sister, or is your sister has to stay with a well-meaning man. Maybe for some of you, you also have, I am also getting a Hasselhoff. So what about Olsen? This Olsen energy has been very present. It's like trying to divide the responsibility of caretaking for a loved one or for an elderly person. And something about a decorated officer is coming in as well. So there's anger here, but everything's going to be all right. There's anger here, but everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. The sun energy. A Leo could be significant for some. The divine feminine energy. Nurturing, but the sun energy is very nurturing. Everybody gets provided for. So maybe it's like you're trying to, for some of you, you could be spending a lot of time like trying to figure out like who's gonna get what, making sure everybody's provided for in a situation. It could have to do with a celebration, or temporary stay, or temporary housing for somebody, or taking someone in temporarily, or staying somewhere temporarily. But everybody's gonna be provided for. Everybody's going to be provided for and content, and everybody's going to be seen. There's something about being seen as well, because this person's on a horse. So maybe it has to do with like recognizing somebody, or someone is going to be recognized justly. But there's anger here. I'm not sure why the anger is here, but we're going to figure that out. There's an 8 of clubs. There could be a young brunette who's angry with a situation, or someone that works in administrative paperwork, or for some of you, something about Taylor. There are a few, Tiana. There are a few young brunettes, light-skinned young brunettes who are a little upset. These are family members for some, or teenagers could be angry in a situation. There's a reason why everything came in earlier. For some of you, you may not be necessarily asking for their 2 cents. This is what's coming in. For some of you, you have family members or youngsters in the family. I feel like a bunch of family members getting together. But there's going to be anger, especially on the teenagers' side. Or for some of you, 2 daughters are going to be very angry specifically. For some of you, paperwork when it comes to a work situation. 9 of clubs. For some of you, you could be working over this Saturn's day. Yeah. For some of you, the Saturn's day, you're working. For others, over this heptad, you will be working. There's going to be a little bit of anger in a work situation for some, because people that don't have your best interest in mind. We did say that. Jack of Spades energy, it is present. It is pregnant. Somebody's pregnant. Jack of Spades is a man, a group of men and women, or a group of women who don't have your best interest in mind. For some of you, these could be roommates or people that stay around your house. I told you. The Jack of Spades to the 8 of Spades. Being cautious with people around your house. People, peepers, creepers, people around where you stay. They're coming in as peepers and creepers. Again, that gang stalking energy is present. So for some of you, these could be people that stalk you. They watch you. They harass you. And if they don't do it in a physical sense, energetically, you're feeling this. Energetically, I feel this. It's like it makes me as the channeler very uncomfortable. This energy, for some of you, you have stalkers. You really do, like real creeps. For real. Everything's gonna be fine. But somebody's gonna do time. They're gonna do time. In due time, they're gonna do time. 8 of Spades to the Jack of Spades. You got people that are willing to harm you. For some of you, stalkers, gang stalkers, real stalkers. I'm not kidding. But you'll be fine. Again, you'll be fine. You have nothing to worry about. Just, being cautious around your house, especially for some. And there's a young brunette who also wants to come over. For some of you, you have a bunch of females that want to come over. For me personally, no. But for you, you can do whatever you want to do. Again, you're protected, but you need to be wise. I am getting that saying, God protects those that protect themselves. Protect yourself, my lovies. If I were you, I wouldn't get myself into anything that I don't need to. For some of you, you like inviting a lot of people over your house, 4152, or someone around you likes a lot of people over the house. I'm not. Like, for me, Yvette. For some of you, it's Yvette that likes a lot of people over the house. Ever since I was a child, my siblings, they loved it. I think it also came with like how I was trained, because my mom would do things like, for example, like if I had friends, for example, that would call the house, she would lie and say I wasn't there. So I wouldn't get phone calls. If my brother, he would have a lot of his friends over the house. My friends, she always found something wrong with them. So I got used to it. Plus, I'm not necessarily I'm not the type of person to like that, to have people like, I don't know. I've never been that way. Even when I tried it, I had a good time. Like my high school friends, I was the first one to get an apartment. They would come over from time to time. We would have little celebratory nights and stuff like that. But it's not like an everyday or every weekend routine. Very few people that it's like they needed to be very, very close to me. But I mean, I was a social butterfly. I knew all types of people. Where are we going? What are we doing? But outside of the house, because the house is it's a sacred space for you. That's where you rest your head, But for some of you, someone likes to invite people over to your home that don't have your best interest in mind. For some of you, you have people that are watching your home that don't have your best interest in mind. For some of you, these are people you don't even know. They're strangers. But it's all right. You're going to be fine. These could be people, and I'm not talking about peepers. They're definitely peepers and creepers. These could be people you know from like a public place, like the gym, or if you frequent somewhere, or a supermarket, or people like you kind of know, like people you know from like the community that you really don't know, but they want to know you a little bit more, but not for anything fucking good. Eight of Spades energy to the Jack of Spades is people that are willing to harm you in any way. For some of you, these are people in administration that really want to sabotage a contract for you. For some of you, these are family members that play with hex work. For some of you, there are a bunch of young females involved in a situation. And I would just be cautious. Self-care energy was present. Karen, self-care energy was present. Someone's pregnant. Self-care energy was present in the preliminary. For some of you, you can be finding out that a young lady who's shady, and Sheila for some, or Sheena, is pregnant. But self-care energy was very, very present. For some of you, self-care is going to be very important over this wave that you're riding, especially because you have so many people projecting things on you. For some of you, a lot of young ladies who are just really immature, apparently, are projecting a lot on you. And these could be family members or people, again, where you stay. We did see that for some of you, you'll be staying somewhere like it's like public housing, or I don't know, staying with the family, or staying with a lot of people for some reason. But a lot of these people, they don't have your best interest in mind, but it's going to be all right. Everything's going to be fine. For some of you, someone's cursing your work too. There's a young lady who's shady, who's cursing your work or envious of what you do. For some of you, something you do from home. For some of you, work from home situations. There could be people that are mad because you work from home, but they don't. This is just kind of silly. Anyways, you got delays here for some when it comes to a work situation. You have delays when it comes to a brother, a friend who was Husa. Mansa Musa. My lovies, for some of you, your family could be very well studied. Like very well studied. I'm getting like engineers. Someone's an engineer in the field. For some of you, you have a brother, a friend, or a son also. There's a lot of family around your home. So for some of you, you can be inviting a lot of people over to your home that are family members or well-meaning people to you. But again, the theme is they ain't shit. And in the long run, for some of you, este la va a cagar. For some of you who speak Spanish, this one's gonna, in Spanish, la cagó is like, this person shitted on it, and not in a good way. It's like la cagó, like la cagas, like you fucked it up, kind of thing. Like you messed it up, like la cagó, like this person really shitted on this, and it's like it's trash now. There's going to be an issue there for some, but everything's gonna be all right. For some of you, this could be two men involved in a situation, or this brother, this friend, and a group of people, a group of men, just a group of people. For some of you, you have a group of females that are not that great in your family or around your home. For some of you, have a group of men who are not that great in your family or around your home. For some of you, you're going to be talking to a group of men about your home. They don't have your best interest in mind. For some of you, these could be, I am getting strong roommates for some. For some of you, there's a bunch of men in your home or around your home, and you have to have strong negotiations about money. For some of you, you could be like renegotiating like where you stay, or I don't know, but these people don't have your best interests in mind. For some of you, if you have like a roommate situation, like they're gonna want you to either pay more or do something. They wanna. It's like almost like having to renegotiate how much you renege. They're gonna something out of renegade. They're going to go back on whatever they offered you. If like you were paying, I don't know, X amount for like a room or for a space or wherever you stay, they're gonna want something more. MySpace, for some of you, MySpace. For some of you, somebody could be a programmer. Anyways, these people don't have your best interest in mind. And in the long run, there's going to be a discussion for some. There's a delay when it comes to a discussion. For some of you, there's a delay when it comes to a work situation that's worrying you. And there's anger and stress about work and paperwork and negotiating something. For some of you, there's a lot of masculine energy around your work. You can work with a lot of men. A lot of like well-studied men, because I am getting like every time I'm coming into this energy, it's like, you know, it's like high performing in terms of education, and people like with I don't know, like engineering degrees, or like that excelled in engineering, or did like a, I don't know, like, and for some of you, someone did a bid but in prison, but and someone's pregnant. We do have 3/8. Spirit's asking you to take care of yourself, to do the things that make you feel good. Because for some of you, you have arguments here, especially with strong arguments with brothers. For some of you, you have strong arguments around your house. For some of you, if something happens around your house where it's like, others are in some type of drama, kind of stay to yourself. Don't get involved. Because it looks like over here actually a fight too in the family. For some of you, there's a messy situation around your house. And just kind of, protect yourself, my lovies. It's important. Whoever else wants to ruin their life for whatever inner fight they have, that's up to them. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a sister friend. We do have 2 9s. So a little bit of money, anger when it comes to a little bit of money. Well-meaning people around your money, so that's good. Well-meaning men and women around your money. For some, Megan. For some, in the long run, your sister is going to give money for something that involves your dad. But it's going to worry this l'interlocuteur, this person that's kind of like the mediator in a situation. It's going to worry this person. This is someone that's going to do something for a living that needs to take the money from your sister for your dad. This could be someone that works in a medical facility, but this person's not that well-meaning. He kind of has a little bit of like thievery or like kind of like almost like... This person hasn't seen a lot of money in their life and their eyes get big when they see, like, I don't know, X amount. So they get to thinking weird thoughts. Again, a mature person here for some with weird thoughts in their mind. For some of you, in the middle of this all is anger and stress. No stress, my lovey. Spirit's just asking you to take care of yourself, and you have really strong talks with family for some, or with the couple, or with the home. Again, I'm not feeling necessarily too much couple energy here. I don't think there's a lot of changes in the couple. I think more you have other things that you're worried about. You have this Queen of Diamonds and a 7 of Diamonds. You got a female who doesn't have your best interest in mind, who's mad about a house situation or the couple or the family. For some of you, you could be in a couple with a female that doesn't have a cuckold. For some of you, you're in a couple with a liar and a cheater. Or this could, and a woman beater. This person likes to fight. She's coming up as a woman beater. That's funny. This man, she calls herself a man. I don't know. Ace of Spades and the name Amanda too. Ace of Spades, a contract. This person's mad over a contract with a house. She's mad over a contract with a house. She's mad because of something that is falling apart. This person plays with hex work. She's a manipulator. This person, a contract that is totally falling apart, and she is mad. This is a young brunette for some that's communicating. She even wants to communicate with the law. Being cautious. You have a very messy person on your hands for some. This is the type of person that because she doesn't want to move, she doesn't want to pay rent, Spirit saying. She doesn't want to pay rent. She would call the cops on you and say, like, so you can catch a fucking domestic. This person is communicating and she is going to be stressed and worried. She's all types of worried about this house situation or this couple, this home, but everything's going to be all right. And she has a new beginning. For some of you, there's going to be something that's going to surprise you because you have this woman hot on your tails. For some of you, this is for you as a gentleman or for your partner. You have this female right on your tails, this young brunette, light-skinned young brunette who is a nut job. No offense. No offense to her. May she find her peace. This woman would be willing to set you up. Her and her niece. For some of you, you have a surprise when it comes to a well-meaning man that can help you in this situation. For some of you, you can be going to stay with your father to get away from somebody. I don't know. For some of you, it looks like a back and forth situation gone terribly wrong. For some of you, as a female, I did feel that for some of you as a female, you have people that don't have your best interest in mind in a situation, but they pretend to be your friends. And last, but in an organization, or for some of you, you'll be hearing from, again, a hospitalization of a female. It could be because of her pregnancy or something to do with a baby. You'll be hearing that she's hospitalized. For some of you, your dad's health is also very significant for some. Your dad is coming over the 8 of Spades energy as a female. This is your dad. This is your dad. There's money to spend, and your mama's involved too. But there's a well-meaning Mima. There's a well-meaning female protecting you. 53-17. For some of you, someone could be passing. And for some of you, your brother is blocking a situation. Anyways, there's a lot of family stuff. For some of you, your brother plays with hex work too. Mine does too, my loves. And then they blame you. 8 of Hearts energy. You got a surprise here for some of you. You got a surprise. Wicked souls with wicked goals. Shocking. Shocking. You got anger and communication. For some of you, angry communication, and you have some type of notification of face-to-face with someone new or a pregnancy or someone that's going to have a baby. Anyways, my lovies, who's shady? Sheila. The Wheel of Fortune, karma, unexpected events. La Rueda de la Fortuna. The name Fortuna or something about Fortuna. Ooh, the sun energy. Oh, Bombay Coot. Exposure. Something that happened in the past, or children and communication. And you walked away from a situation. 8-8 energy could be significant. For some of you, someone's feeling nostalgic. They want to talk. A crow is guarding this, so the spirits are guarding this. There was a death for some of you, because I'm also getting how sometimes one crow signifies death. For some of you, you will be in some type of nostalgia over a situation that involves somebody that will be passing, because I'm also getting how the soul travels on the river of life and goes through an initiation. Initiation energy is very present for some. For some of you, there could be a child that's being initiated into a new level of their life. For some of you, there is an elder who's being initiated to move on, or a soul that's being initiated to move on to a new chapter. For some of you, this is a soul's calling. For some of you, a lot of time with children or the youth, but there are troubled youth in the field. I have to say that for some. For some of you, something that happened in the past will also be exposed. Again, 'tis the season. October could be significant for some. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. I am getting a Leo, Leo energy, Scorpio energy, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But for some of you, you could be planning on traveling or going on some type of gondola ride. I am getting that. But for some of you, you're in very nostalgic energies, and those energies are going to reproduce something from the past, meaning something has to come back up to be exposed. So from the beginning, we did see that. Something about Rose, something about Rosa, something about, I'm getting Sarah, I hate with the Seraphim energy or Seraphim, but there's going to be something that's going to be exposed and allow you to heal something that happened in the past. Or maybe for some of you, you've already seen Susan. You've already seen something about your family, 10 of Cups energy. People that you grew up with, people that you loved, people that, you know, you had some type of an emotional tie to. A lot of emotion here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. A lot of deep emotions here. For some of you, you're spending a lot of time with a lot of family over the next few days, and a lot of it's going to be exposed, and you're going to walk away emotionally. 8 of Cups energy. Or you've already walked away from something because you've already seen something, but it's like, now that you've seen it, it's almost like it was never exposed in the 3D, but you just had clarity over a situation. Now you get to actually see it in the 3D as well. Take that how it resonates. And here we got this Oswaldo. Knight of Cups energy. Someone's going to come and propose something. Again, fine dining for some. Okay, fine dining for some. Dining, wining, you know, a lot of like socializing. Again, getting together, kind of like parties with family. 10 of Cups energy, or people that, but there was some type of betrayal, a betrayal that happened because a choice was made. The Gemini, the jealous, and the Jalissa. Here we go, this jealous Jalissa, man. What the hell? What in the hellhole, jealous Jalissa? This Capricorn energy, Queen of Pentacles, who wanted something, who was kind of a snake in a situation, is getting some type of karmic reveal, or something is being revealed. Something's being revealed to you, and you had no clue, but you kind of did. But now you get to see it in the 3D. Whatever it is, now everything gets to like, it's like, you know, like when the sun feeds flowers and then all of the flowers get to bloom, and now you see all the colors, and you see, like, now you see it in its full expression. And that's kind of what I'm getting, the world energy as well. So definitely a lot of Capricorn energy. So something could have started in Capricorn season, so late December into early January. And now it's like all of the flowers have bloomed. The season of these flowers have now bloomed. That's how it's coming in. So everybody gets to see, whether you get to see the poison ivy, ivy, whether you get to see the roses, whether you get to see the daisies, whether you get to see the chrysanthemums, whatever. It's like now you see it all. Now you see it all, and everything gets schemes, because somebody was scheming for a while. But now you get to see it. Now you get to see it. Now you get to see your style, my lovies. Anyways, open Gangnam style. That energy has been present. Anyways, my lovies, that was beautiful, my lovies. I hope that your waves go excellently. We are going to be doing our live today on Instagram. So for those of you who Hubert, for those of you who want to join, you can join us. It will be 4 p.m. PST. There's sincerity in the field. I want to sneeze. You're very sincere, my lovies. How sweet. I love it. I know that. You know that. But in France, my French teacher taught me that. She was a Parisian woman, and in high school. And so when you sneeze, that means that you're being sincere in a situation. So you're being sincere, my lovies, or you're picking up on the energies of sincerity. I mean, there are other reasons, but when it's like this, I don't have a cold or anything. So, plus I don't see it as a cold. It's the way that energies are flowing. But anyways, my lovies, so yeah, you can join us there. We are going to do more zodiac reads for you as well. Scorpio is calling, but maybe an Aries, because Scorpio's been behaving like a fire sign recently. So we'll do that for you, and then we shall see where we fall from that. But we'll be back very soon, my lovies, because we love you for sentimental reasons, and I hope that you believe me. I've given you in this my heart, my lovies. Stay well, my lovies. Your sister friend loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you. What's up with the thighs, my lovies? My thighs are itchy all of a sudden. My inner thighs. What's going on with your inner thighs, my lovies? And your ear for some. For some of you have some type of piercing up here. You have a piercing up here. But anyways, your sister friend loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you. Your spirit friends love you and adore you. Love you and adore you. Your sister friend loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you, spirit friends, and your sister friend, and your spirit friends, and your sister friend. You have someone has like a rash between their legs. Being cautious with that, my lovies. Get yourself something, some type of ointment or something. Self-care energy, my lovies. It's fair. In love always, in love always, in love always, and forever, homies. Peace.